Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Again. Started off on the radio, now we got the show.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? How you feeling? You doing well? Did your weekend treat you good? I hope it did. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Will you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a new edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. I am whatever they say I am. If I wasn't, then why would they say I am? I'm excited to be in the building with y'all this morning with another edition of See You in the Morning. My horrible idea to get up early every morning and put way too much of my personal business out there in the streets. One thing that I realized about life, and y'all may not know this may be something that only I have learned, but time moves on fast. Time moves quickly. I believe the gospel song says time is filled with swift transition. But there is no quicker time. There's no better time than the time that you hit the snooze button. Let me tell you something. You can sleep for hours on hours. If you sleep 27 hours a night, those moments are good. But the time from when you hit snooze to when you got to get up, it's going to be the best you've ever had. And the best you've ever had, the best you've ever had. There is no sleep like snooze sleep. And that's why I hit my snooze button 436 times this morning. Oh, baby, let's snooze away. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Welcome to another edition of the show, man. I'm so glad you tuned in. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've watched this show before and you found it not robbery to come back, I appreciate you because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And that makes me feel so special on the inside. Makes me love you with all my inward parts. Makes me love you with all my inward parts. Baby, you should let me love you with all my inward parts. Loving people with your outward parts is what gets you charges. You will end up in jail loving people with your outward parts. But that's neither here nor there. I'm excited to be in the building with you all. I have, today's Monday. The one thing about this show, we can go a whole lot of places. It's always going to take a left. But the one thing that stays the same, is that I always speak to everybody that speaks to me. So let me get into this show and speak to these people and give out the mythical morning medals, the M&M's. First one goes to the third person who spoke to me this morning. The bronze medal winner is my man Snoop Boykins in the building. Carol Boykins Jr., son of Carol Boykins. Big Snoop dogs, what they call them. Winning the bronze, winning the silver is my girl TT. Knocked off her perch a little bit, but TT, Tiny and Tasty, Crystal Purnell with the silver, and the gold medal winner this morning is Wilberta. It's a mixture of William and Roberta. It's Wilberta. I'm going to give it William and Roberta. I don't want to be the Wilbert. Maybe it's a mixture of Wilma and Robert. Maybe any of those. But Wilberta is our gold medal winner. This morning, Crystal with the silver, Snoop with the bronze, and almost went in the middle, but not quite coming in the aluminum fourth. Cynthia Matkins, good morning. Good morning, IDA. My favorite bus driver, Ms. Wendy Riddick, always on the go. Slim Goody, Stars Lawton in the building. Good morning, Slim Goody. Delisa, I have a date with Delisa in the building. Crystal Sex Appeal in the building. Franita. Kim Cat Thomas Jones, my man Keith Brown. Chev, good morning. Thank you. I appreciate it. Chev. Emmy time, Emmy place. Michelle McKinney, good morning. Good morning, Yolanda. Yolanda sent me a video last night of some kids singing Love. I'm gonna play that today. It was hilarious. That's what that was. Janice, good morning. LeBaron, good morning. LeBaron is misinformed. LeBaron's a little sensitive. He's a popcorn king. He's the only one that I know, actually, but his popcorn, forget about Double Good, all those other places. He's from Chicago, which apparently is the home of popcorn. Chicago is where it happens. LeBaron is a Chicago guy, Chicago native, popcorn extraordinaire. We've supported a lot of businesses on here. LeBaron, when you get the popcorn back up and popping, I guess. Y'all need to check him out with his popcorn. His popcorn is amazing. He's got like 16,000 flavors of popcorn. You be coming out with flavors of popcorn you ain't even thought you could get. Like, they got chitlins and cornbread flavored popcorn. That's amazing. He doesn't actually have chitlins and cornbread, but I bet you if you gave him time, he could come up with it. He, for some reason, believes I hate Angel Reese, which is far from the truth. It's far from the truth. But I realize that when people are super fans of somebody, whatever you say is the truth, they'll think it's hate. It's like people with bad kids. Everybody else can see your kid as a bad kid, but you done made up in your mind because you love that child that everybody else is hating. It's not what it is. But anyway, SN Brown, good morning. Letitia, good morning. Christine, good morning. Vina, in the morning. The Pope, Calvin J. Hill, good morning. Courtboard. In the morning, Tamicia, and all of those is in the building. Good morning. It's Monday. We got to start this week off, of course, with the weekend recap. Monday, of course, is our day where we set the tone for the rest of the week. We show Monday we ain't no punk. That's what we got to do on Monday. We'd be like, Monday, we ain't no punk. So we do that. LeBaron said, I just went live with the new site. Put it in. Put the new site in. Put the website in there so we can go. I'm working on collard green flavored popcorns. And so, LeBaron, I'm gonna say this. There's things that we do. Sometimes we do too little. Sometimes people don't put enough effort forward. Sometimes we do too little. Sometimes we hit the mark and we do just enough. I think collard green popcorn may be us doing too much. I can't judge what you're doing, but that may be doing too much. The collard green popcorn might be too much. I'm not, and again, I'm not a judge of what you do because I'm not involved in the popcorn world at all. I have no idea how popcorn works other than it pops. So I had no idea, but I'm almost certain that I've never said to myself, man, I really would love me some collard green flavor popcorn. You know what this popcorn is missing? Little fatback. I don't think I've ever said that before. But okay, it's fine. But y'all check him out, man. The world's largest gourmet popcorn shop, my man LeBaron. Y'all are checking it out. Doing the worldoflavor.com, the world's largest gourmet popcorn shop. Over 250 flavors. Over 250. Look at that. Crab leg flavor, dill pickle, banana pudding, birthday cake, just regular cheese, tropical punch. Now this one is confusing because it depends on where you're from. Some people say caramel, some people say caramel. Caramel, caramel, whichever one you want to go with. Cheese coated caramel caramel. The flavor of the month is strawberry cheesecake. That might be all right there. Top flavors. Look at the top flavors. Movie theater butter right there. Key lime pie, loaded baked potato, Captain Crunch, crab leg, dill pickle. Let's just take a look. Let's go in here. View all flavors. Let's see if we can get all of them. Let's look at some of these flavors here. Bacon and cheddar. That sounds good. Banana nut bread, banana pudding, barbecue pizza, blackberry cream cheese cobbler. It's a lot. Blueberry bowl chipotle, bubblegum butterfinger. You got all the caramel you want. Caramel sea salt, caramel peanut, cheese coated caramel, coconut cream pie, cotton candy, dark chocolate, coconut almond. He's got flavors. Doritos, gingerbread. You're a monster. Eat me. Lemon meringue pie. Y'all see it. Y'all check out Doing the World of Flavors. Yeah, it's some flavors in here. Pineapple upside down cheesecake, pizza flavor, root beer float. You can just get a sample box. It's a lot. Snickers, Southwest jalapeno, white chocolate. I believe it prefers to be called Caucasian chocolate. Or the boiling bag. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Joyce. Did he have candy yam? I didn't see candy yam. Hold on, now we gotta go all the way back. Caramel, Captain Crunch. He ain't had candy yam. You got me all excited about yams. Yams, oh yams. So y'all check it out, man. I gotta do it for the culture right now. It has the pot liquor smoked meat flavor. It's running light on collard flavor right now. Okay. Do they have Crown Royal? I think this is more of a popcorn place than liquor, Joyce. I don't know. You're just going straight to Crown Royal. Go on to Pastor Shy, PP, Patricia Pippin, Dolores, Sandra Forrest. That's it. Weekend review. I didn't do a lot this weekend. I kept it real mellow this weekend. This was a really, really mellow weekend. I actually had the weekend off, so I didn't do a whole lot. And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes that's okay. Now, I don't get PTO or anything like that. So if I don't do a gig, then I just end up being hungry. I got a gig in order. If I ain't gigging, I ain't getting paid. That's the hard part about my life. I gotta work. The work, but sometimes I need to just go ahead and chill out. Sometimes I need to go ahead and chill out. I didn't do a whole lot this weekend. Now, there was a lot of stuff going on. There was a lot of stuff that's going on this weekend. Joyce said the Pride Festival was off the chain. And let me tell you something. I've been proud of a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I'm proud of. I'm proud of my kids. There's different days when I'm proud of myself. I be proud of other people's kids. It's just like I love Snoop's kids. I'm proud of both of his kids. Well, he's got more than two, but the two that I really, really know. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. I get proud of other people's children. I see people do stuff. I can be proud of them. I just haven't done Pride Fest. And I don't know. And this may be my own immaturity in that area. I don't know how I could participate. And I know the Pride Fest. I know that everybody at Pride Fest ain't proud. I know everybody that goes to the Pride Festival ain't proud. I get that. I just don't know how I end up down there without leading to speculation. And I know you shouldn't care. Listen, I know the mature answer is you shouldn't care. You should be able to go down there and just enjoy all of the pride. I haven't gotten to that point yet. I haven't gotten to that point where I know how, and women can go. Women can go to any of those things. You put any kind of alphabet people event, and women can go, and there'll be no questions about it. Women can go to a drag show, and everybody be like, they just enjoy drag. You ladies can get together, all of their girls. You can get all the girls together and just be like, hey, we going. Good morning, Tony. We going down there. We just gonna go. And we would be like, it'd be cool. People be like, all right, girls going to see drag show. If me and my boys be like, hey man, let's go see the drag show. It's different. We can't go. We can't do it. It'd be something, be a drag show. We'd be like, hey man, let's go down and see the drag queens. It's not happening. We can go watch drag racing. Good morning, Terry Butler. And that has nothing to do with men and women's clothes. First time somebody invited me to a drag race, I was like, man, that's gonna be exciting to see those guys the racing in heels. But that's not what drag racing is. Completely different. It's completely different. I can't figure out a way as a man to go down to the Pride Festival and still walk out unquestioned. I'm gonna ask all the ladies in here right now. I'm gonna ask all the ladies right now. Y'all just be 100% honest with me. If you meet a guy, if your husband is like, hey, I'm gonna go down to the Pride Festival. I'm going down to check out the Pride Festival. Nope. Now you're leaving him. If you see a guy, he's like, you ask the guy what he doing, he be like, man, I'm just gonna go down to Pride Fest, man, to see what's going on. Ladies, what y'all saying at that point? It's no way. The questions abound. The questions abound. I almost wanted to go down there just to see if I'm gay man sexy. I know the ladies ain't checking for me. So I'll be like, let me just go down here, and I don't have any. Terry said, with all due respect, I don't have no qualms with them. I don't want to be, but you just want to know. You be like, hey man, I wonder if the gay guys find me sexy. Am I gay man sexy? Am I putting out that vibe? Just walk through them. I want to test myself. Terry said, I'm not DJing a gay event. So I need to ask myself. I go, my booking manager hits me up, and my booking manager says, hey man, listen, they want to book you for Pride Fest. They want you to come out and do comedy at Pride Fest. What do you do? I don't know. Kevin, how do you handle that? Kevin said, unfortunately, I've been called teddy bear multiple times. One person was bold enough to even leave me their number. I'm not sure why they think I swing on that side of the fence. That's crazy, Kev. What do you do? What do you do when somebody of the same sex hits on you? It's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. I was at a restaurant not too long ago, and one of the letter gentlemen was working behind the register, and I was at the drive-thru, and he's just like, 486 is your total. I gave him a 5. He's like, oh, and you looking real good today. And I was just like, I don't know what to do. Because now I'm at an impasse. Do I say thank you? I don't know what to, and I'll be like, thank you. Because if I say thank you, am I now encouraging him to continue? Do I just act like the radio was up loud, even though the radio wasn't on, and then you just turn it up loud? Then you can't go back. Because here's the thing. I say this all the time to ladies. Just because a man compliments you doesn't mean he wants you. So if I be like, oh man, you look really nice today. And one of the things I hate is when the answer is when you be like, hey, you look nice today. I already got a man. Whoa. I won't try to be in a committed relationship with you. That ain't what I'm going for. I'm not going for. You just look nice today, man. I'm like, I don't want you. So when he was like, you sure look nice today, I was in a choose your own adventure book at that point. I was like, do you A, say thanks? B, appreciate it. Like, what do you do? I think I just hit him with, all right, cool, man. Thanks. Or do you got to yell back, I'm not gay? And then that makes you seem like they'll call you a homophobe if you do that. If you yell back out, I'm not gay, then that gives him the opportunity to be like, nobody wants you. Terry be like, I'm just going to put my, you just going to look forward. Terry going to go straight to driving on the interstate mode. He be like, here's the fire. He be like, you look good today. You just go straight, look ahead. Donna says you just say thanks. I mean, I get it. I mean, you thankful, I guess. I don't even know what I would do. That thing, I can't even remember. I can't even replay it in my head exactly what my answer was. I just knew whatever my answer was, it was not a smooth transition. So it's funny because I think for a guy, it would be a lot of women down at Pride Fest. I think you could really go down there and find you a lady. But the problem is you wouldn't be able. I forgot. Wendy said, thank you. My girl dressed me today. That's a very good one, Wendy. Matter of fact, I'd go all the way in. I'd be like, hey, man, my wife put this on me, man. I appreciate it. Tony said, just say thank you and smile. Make sure. No, Tony. The smile is what's going to throw it off. The smile. I'm just, thank you. You see that voice inflection? Because the smile makes your voice go up. Thank you. See that you? Once you go a little bit Tony Soprano on them, you done. You got to stay baritone. But then you don't want to go too baritone because it seems like you're trying to impress them. Like, yo, thank you. No, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. Tony, the smile is not coming in. Larry said, dap him up. Yo, appreciate it, bro. That's how you got to go with it, man. Thank you, cuz. You gotta go with your strongest South Central voice. Appreciate that, dog. That's just how you got to do it. You got to go hard on that. Well, no, don't go hard. No, I take that back. I did not mean that. Don't you dare. I'm not. Oh, no. I'm not. Don't go hard. If you go hard, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different story. Women are always being told to smile. I don't know why y'all don't like that, because a lot of y'all be looking, but y'all are women. Y'all are the softer sex. You supposed to. Women are the softer sex. Kevin said, I've always had a lot of fun at gay clubs and pride events. However, at the same time, I always made sure I had a woman there with me to establish the precedent. I ain't even gonna lie. Tony trying to get us caught up in I mean, if you're gonna go there, make sure you're using a conundrum. Make sure you using a conundrum. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I've been to a gay club one time. Didn't know it was a gay club. And let me explain it to you. To take that back, I've been to a gay club twice. Okay, so now it seems like it's a habit, but let me explain what happened. The first time I went to a gay club, we had no idea it was a gay club. My homeboy was working security and at this club, and he was like, yo, Thursday nights be rocking. He was like, Thursday nights is always packed. Thursday night, he talking so much about Thursday nights, how great Thursday nights were. He left out that Thursday night was a gay night. I was like, okay, cool. So me and my homeboy, I called my homeboy. I'm like, hey, yo, Thursday nights at this club is banging. Let's go. And he was working security at the club. So we get there on Thursday. I'm like, what up, cuz? He's like, what up, man? We good? Yeah, no, y'all ain't got to pay the entry fee. Go ahead in. It's Thursday. Enjoy. It's about to be packed in here. I was like, okay, it's about to be packed in here. So we go over to the bar. Me and my homeboy, we go to the bar, getting a couple of drinks. I'm looking. It is thick in there. Man, listen, there's ladies everywhere. I'm like, okay, all right, it's a lot of ladies in here. And then I noticed, I'm like, but ain't none of the dudes dancing with these ladies. All the ladies dance with each other. I was like, but maybe it's just friend groups, because, you know, that's what ladies do. That's what ladies do. Ladies be ladying. So they all together, they all dancing. But then I realized them two dudes was also dancing with each other. I'm like, wait a minute. And then for some reason, there's always a whistleblower. The gay club always got a whistleblower, and that's when I knew that's what I had crossed the rainbow. When I seen one of the songs went off and it was a whistle. Once that whistleblower went on, I was like, oh yeah, that means we in a bad place. We in a bad place. And then I'm in there with my homeboy, so we look like we on a date to the gay club. I didn't even finish my drink. I just put my drink down. It was like, I'm out. Chew my homeboy up. He told me, oh, I thought I told you. No, you ain't tell me. Had you told me, I'd have not been here. Not been here. The second time I was at the gay club, completely accidental. I had nothing to do with it. So it was a point in my time in my life where I was like, I'm gonna be an Uber driver. I thought this might be a fun time, meet some good people, Uber all over the world, see some new places. And I got an address in my Uber. I had to go make a pickup. Boom. I'm like, all right, cool. I ended up at a place called Nutty Buddies. And I was like, ooh, they really like ice cream here. But that's not what it meant. It was a club for the gays. And so it was my very, very first Uber pickup of all time. I ain't never had to pick up nobody. I never had this. My first Uber pickup of life. I worked a late shift. I was like, okay, I can get this money in overnight. Work this late shift Uber. First pickup, Nutty Buddies. And I picked up 3 men dressed as women. No, 4. So I had to put them all. There's 1 in the front seat, 3 in the back seat. So I got them. And I got to drive them home. And all I'm thinking the whole time is, don't let me roll up on nobody. I'm trying to roll the windows up. I'm trying to tint the windows as we driving. They like, why you keep blowing on your windows? I'm like, just trying to create some condensation. I'm just in the car trying to fog my windows up, which ain't going to help. Because then if you see me and four ladies of the night that are guys of the night and the windows is fogged up, now you trying to figure out what's really happening in the car. So I had to roll the window back down. And then when I rolled the window down, I was like, please don't let me be at no stoplight next to nobody I know. This is not the day. This is not the day for me to pull up to the stoplight and then everybody I know be beside me. I couldn't figure out what to do. I was just like, I just need to get home quickly. And then I didn't want it to be awkward because it's my first ride. I'm still trying to get 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go ahead and create a little bit of conversation, but I don't want them to really be too into me because, like, if I start saying stuff, it was just really uncomfortable. It was the weirdest episode of Five Guys you've ever been to. This was not what you mean. That U turn to, I didn't want anybody to think that U was an A. Five Guys was fine, but don't turn that U to an A. I didn't want anybody to think that. You would have thought 4, but not that 5th one. Not that 5th one. You got to really watch it. Good morning, Sparkle. Everybody, it was Sparkle's birthday this weekend. Now, Sparkle let us do all these birthdays last week. She didn't tell us her birthday was coming. So good morning, Sparkle. I don't even think Sparkle's in America. It's her birthday. And I think she's over in somewhere Antigua or somewhere with sand and sun. So merry birthday to Sparkle with 2 middle names. So good morning, Sparkle, and merry birthday to you. Merry birthday to you. We always got to shout people up. Shout people up. Shout people out when their birthday hits. So merry birthday to you, Sparkle. So June, apparently, you have Black History Month. Apparently, June, she's back in the States. Well, but welcome back to the United States. Good morning and merry birthday. So June apparently is a whole month of gay, which in some ways makes me feel, you know, if you're Black, you only get 28 days, 29 when you're lucky. The gays get a whole 30. Now, I don't know if they get to participate in Juneteenth. I don't know how that works. Juneteenth is the 19th. I don't know if you get to celebrate your gay pride on the 19th too. I don't know how that works out. It's kind of weird. But they got a whole month, so this is your month. If you tired, if there's not enough room in the closet, come on out. It's your time. This is a safe place. You can be as gay as you like here. Just don't speak to Terry because he's gonna get really uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. Speaking of really uncomfortable, I got put out of a Facebook group this weekend. Good morning, Lisa. I got put out of a Facebook group this weekend, and it doesn't happen often. It doesn't, but it happened here. I'm in a Facebook group. Well, I didn't get put out. I got suspended in the group. Leslie, I'm glad you came up. That's what made me think about it. I got suspended in a group. You and Tony, I'm glad both of y'all are here because y'all could be my credit references. I'm in a group. It's a group called Voices of Portsmouth, Virginia. Now I live in Portsmouth, and I often hear voices. So I was like, "Ooh, this is a good place." Maru, good morning, Maru. And if you live in Portsmouth, if you live in the 757 area, and you're not 100% sure if racism is a real thing in Portsmouth, join Voices of Portsmouth. Join the Voices of Portsmouth group. That group right there will show you, and I'm all for it. I am 100% for it. I love it. I love that group. And a lot of people would be like, wait, why would you like a racist group? Because I now know who the racists are. See, it's a little bit, I'm different. I'm okay with knowing who my people are that don't like me. I'm okay with it because I can respect your fact that not like me. I can respect your fact that you don't like black people. I'm okay. It's the people that seem like they okay. They present that they okay, but inside at home they are cussing you out. They don't even have black pepper in the house. They were so excited. When they find white pepper. They were like, I don't like black pepper. They're like, I want white pepper. I can't deal with that one. Let me know who you are. The main moderator of the group is Gina Lola Brickeder. That's all I ever think of. I think Gina Lola Brickeder, was she on the Flintstones? Gina Lola Brickeder? She was supposed to be somebody. Anyway, it's Gina. Gina's the head of that group. Can't stand me. They hate everything about me. Let me tell you something. I get on their last nerve. And they always call me racist. I never say anything racist in the group. I've been in that group. They be like, you just hate white people. And I be like, I don't know. I really enjoy white people. I think white people are just black people that are white. I like white people. They got their own set of whatever, but at the end of the day, they all people. All of them are just people. One of the things that they hate, I'm gonna tell you, I could just bring up subtle stuff and they be so funny. One of the things that they hate, they love Donald Trump in that group. They love Donald Trump. Oh my gosh. They love Donald. Oh my gosh. They were putting posts in there. I'm more MAGA than I've ever been. They were like, this is a travesty of justice. Oh, man, listen, when he got found guilty of all 34 counts, they was hot. They love Donald Trump, and they hate Louise Lucas. They love Trump, and they hate Lucas. When I tell you everything in there, they can't stand Louise Lucas. I mean, listen. If you just mention Luke, that Jane is Pavlov's theory. That is a bell rung for a dog. They hate him. Recently, the city council was like, they're going to change one of the streets to Louise Lucas Drive. I made y'all go away. Hold on, come back. Recently, they said that they were going to change the street to Louise Lucas Drive. And I simply posted, I can't wait to see y'all reaction to this Lucas Drive because y'all will lose y'all minds. And they came from me. You're being a divisive race baiter. How could you say something like that? I'm like, all I said was I wanted to see how y'all gonna act. And y'all did not disappoint. The lady was like, "You're in here attacking white people. How is that an attack on white?" In that very group. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read some of the stuff that they put in there. Because y'all wouldn't believe it. If y'all didn't see it, you wouldn't believe it. I'm glad there's some other people in there that are in that group. I'm glad y'all are in there. Let's see. They may even bump my whole comment out of there. That jank is so hilarious to me. They go, yeah, they might have bumped my contents. That jank is funny. They get so mad. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna share some of the stuff they put in there. I put in there that you can't say anything about Louise Lucas. They call me a race baiter. Look what they put in there. This is the kind of stuff they put. Leaders who have their political opponents arrested. Hitler, my man over there in South Korea, Biden. This is the kind of stuff they put in there. There's the kind of stuff that they put in there. But I'm a racist. I'm a horrible individual because I said that you can't say it. And then this guy, Merle Rutledge, he's a complete idiot. I don't know if y'all know who he is. Look, this is what he put in there. This is them preparing 2A after the Trump verdict. That they decide they're gonna go out there. This is the stuff they put in there. But I said Louise Lucas, and they was like, you're a racist. You're a racist. It was crazy. They took all my stuff out of there. Y'all got to go check it out. Y'all got to call them out. They say I stay attacking white people. I was like, I never. What in the O.J. Simpson are y'all trying to say? They stay on me. And all I do is point their stuff out. The lady said I was attacking the white people. So I brought Tony in. I said, Tony, I tagged Tony, my friend Ursula. I should have tagged Leslie too. I was like, all y'all in here. I ain't never had Tony tag. Love Tony, her whole family, all of them. They just it wasn't OJ. They said I was attacking white people. I was like, no, not OJ. No OJ. You got to go in there. And I love it. And I love seeing it only because I still think there's a segment of the world who don't feel like racism is a real thing. Bigotry is a real thing. I don't want to always, let me do this. Let me say this. I don't always want to label people as racist, but there are a lot of bigoted people. There are a lot of prejudiced people. And that goes both ways. Black people, I'm gonna have to tell y'all, I'm gonna have to keep it 100. A lot of y'all are just Klansmen in different color sheets. I hate to say it. A lot of y'all are. Now, whether you feel like it's rightfully earned or you dealing with some past trauma that causes you to be that way, I get it. But a lot of us are the same person in a different sheet. You don't want to admit it, but you are. I think a lot of us really, really fail to be honest about who we are. Now there are levels of prejudice. And I'm gonna say this, and some people may not understand what I'm gonna say when I say this, but like my bishop say, know my heart. You got to know my heart. Prejudice is not necessarily wrong. How you react to your prejudices is where you can go wrong. I always use pit bulls as a reference point. If every time you ever met a pit bull, it bit you. If you met four pit bulls and all four of those pit bulls attacked you, when you meet pit bull number 5, naturally your feeling is going to be that pit bulls attack. You don't care what anybody says to you. They be like, my dog don't eat. I be like, how? My dog don't bite. I be like, well, how does it eat? It got teeth. What it got teeth for? And you are, because of your past experiences, you're going to feel like this is what pit bulls are, and you prejudge that pit bull. You didn't meet her. Her pit bull's name is what? Ace. You ain't met Ace yet. You already made up in your mind Ace is a bad dog because of the 4 dogs that you met previously. That's a prejudice. You prejudged the pit bulls. I don't think there's anything wrong with the prejudice. How you react due to your prejudices is where there's an issue. If you allow your prejudices, your feelings that you have about something to influence you in a way that you react immorally, or you become so cold-hearted that you can't even have just a normal conversation or treat somebody like a pure human being, that's where we have an issue. It isn't always the prejudice itself, it's how you respond. That's where you had the issue. That's where the issues pop up. Everybody, there you go, LeBaron. Everyone is prejudiced at some level. You're going to have your preferences for whatever reason. I don't even mind races. It's when the races intrude on one's rights and freedoms is where the problems begin. Yeah. I realize everybody don't have the same thought processes. It's some people whose mindsets are just messed up. And it's good. And when I know you don't care for me, that's easy money. I don't mind driving by that house with the Confederate flag on the outside. I already know where your thoughts are. I know I'm prejudging you. I get exactly where you're coming from. When I see that Confederate flag, I already know this is not where I'm stopping to ask for a glass of milk. I'm not doing it. I get it. I know what your thoughts are. Now, the hard part is I see that guy in that Confederate flag shirt. It's hard for me to have that conversation with him when I see him in Walmart and he just wants to be talked. He's friendly. Hey there, buddy. How are you? Oh, man, don't let this shirt bother you, man. I love everything black. Listen, I've got a lifetime subscription to BET. I watch Sisters all the time. And I'm like, it's hard for me to believe. It's hard for me to believe. It's when we allow our prejudices to not allow us to be decent human beings that we have a problem. I'd be like, okay, well now I know what I got. I know what I got. I know how to deal with you, Bubba. Good meeting you, sir. We have prejudices. Snoop, I'm glad you're in here. One of the prejudices that I think, and I got a whole joke about it, I'm not going to do it today. One of the prejudices I think that we have is when we talk about NASCAR. When you talk about NASCAR, you just be like, ain't no place for no black man in NASCAR. Good morning, Mika. And we generally think NASCAR lovers are not Negro lovers. We go immediately, that's the immediate prejudice that we have. So if you ever ask me to go to a NASCAR race, I'm gonna be like, I don't know if they want me there. It may not be for me. But Snoop, you're a NASCAR guy. You're a NASCAR guy. Can't be mad. Donna said, I live by a person with a big Trump flag on his truck. I want to put a bullet hole in it so bad, but I don't have a gun. And I get it. If you see somebody who's a vocal Trump supporter, I'm already believing you're not a big supporter of me. Larry says, I love NASCAR. Lasha Una says, I love NASCAR. And I get it. Not everybody, but a lot of people don't think that. A lot of people don't think that's a place for us. IndyCar racing is great. Formula 4, Formula 1. Now, barbecue folk, we starting to slide into NASCAR a lot more now. We trying to, because who drives faster than black people? See, that was racist. That was bad. That was bad. But Tony, I love Tony. The Mosberg family, they've always been, I've never had a problem. Leslie and the Mosberg family. Tony. Now, what I hate though is that a lot of times when I think about it, when I broaden my mind, I do know a lot of people. I do know a lot of Mayo people. I don't always have a lot of close Mayo people. So I always sound racist when people be like, you don't like white people. I be like, I know Tony. Like Tony expresses the entire spectrum of whitedom. Like, I know Tony Fogel. They be like, oh. Well, then no, you can't be racist if you know Tony. I'm like, Ursula's my friend. She's also white. Nothing makes you sound more bigoted than when you start naming out your white friends. I've got 8 white friends. They be like, if you can name all of your friends of the other color on one hand, then you may be a racist. Tony, see that what I'm talking about? Tony got the grandkids flicking people's house off. See, flip him the bird. Flip him the bird, Tony. I love it. I still think that when you close yourself off to an entire group of people simply because of their skin color, their nationality, or whatever, you close yourself off. You hurt you more than you hurt the other people. There's some amazing things. One of the experiences my daughter went to, her high school was very, very light. It was not a dark high school at all. My daughter's high school is very, very light. Heavy Mayo presence. Heavy Mayo presence. It hadn't made it the barbecue sauce. Heavy Mayo. Heavy Mayo over there. But we learned so much from meeting with them, like some of her friends. I think we got invited to a cookout coming up. It's going to be pretty much on a plantation, so I don't know how I feel about going, but their house is amazing. It's on the water, catfish, delicious. And I sat and talked to those parents, my daughter's prom date's parents. I sat and talked to them. They were just good people, just good folk. And so you start to open yourself up and you start seeing different things, learning different things. You be like, man, I had no idea of this. I had no idea of that. You start talking about this. There's some common denominators. Grilling. When you start talking about like grilling, man, they got some grilling techniques, some secrets that we think we know it all about grilling. Those, sir, they know how to go low and slow too. So you start doing like there's some common things that if you don't open yourself up, you'll never know. It's great. The Snoop came to a game with me. Heavy Mayo. But we had a great time in there. And we were exposed to just a different side. It's just an exposure to a different side. We got to start realizing if there's a whole lot of fat white people out here too, somebody's cooking something well. Everybody ain't eating string bean casserole. It's got to be something delicious somewhere. Expose yourself. Expose yourself. It was crazy watching those kids, but it was just a different level. It was just a different group of kids. When you've been accustomed to going to the inner city high schools, and then you came to that one and you saw just 2 totally different areas, both of them are enjoyable in ways. Sometimes you can be hood. Ain't nothing wrong with a little ratchet. What's going on, AD Blair? Ain't nothing wrong with a little ratchet. We give us a little ratchet. Everybody need a little bit of ratchet in their life. A little teeny ratchet, like a taster ratchet, works. And we all got it. We all got it. The fact that you said night and day is hilarious because it was like night and day. But we all got all us. Everybody got their ratchet. White ratchet is ratchet too. Y'all keep forgetting. Before there was social media, before there was TMZ, there was Girls Gone Wild. White ratchet. White ratchet. That was first. That was Girls Gone Wild was the precursor of all social media. Girl, listen. Jerry Springer, White Ratchet. That was first. Oprah was out there being classy, giving you classy topics and things that you could deal with and help your life and giving away cars. Meanwhile, Jerry Springer had my mama pregnant by my brother, and we was locked. We was locked in. I want to say that my white friends taught me the proper techniques to grilling. In return, I taught them the secrets of seasoning food. Each one reach one. Now there are 5 white men that see. And that's how the world changes. Maury Povich. Listen, Murray. Hey, because black people couldn't even say the man's name. Hey, Murray. The man's name is Maury. Hey, Murray. We've tested 15 men. We tested 15 men. None of them is the father. We was like, oh, that's crazy. It happens to white people too. Ain't nothing wrong with a little ratchet. That's all I'm saying. AD, we don't even know what we're talking about at this point. I just got up here I was recapping my weekend. I had a weekend off, so I didn't have a whole lot of excitement. Good morning, Linda. Listen, Linda. That cooking technique is great. Because it's crazy, right? Because, like, if you think about it, most of the celebrity chefs are Mayo. You don't have a whole lot of barbecue celebrity chefs. When you start thinking about the big names in chefs, you got Emerald, Bobby Flay, a lot of those people, and they just as Mayo. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. I watch some of those cooking shows, some of that stuff. I be like, yo, that looks amazing. And I bet you at a Mayo restaurant, they don't just run out. That's the hard part about going to a barbecue restaurant. You can go get your mind set on something, and you get there and they ain't even got none. That's the part that hurts my heart the most. You go to a barbecue restaurant, you be like, boy, I've been wanting some pig feet all week. And you finally get there, they're like, we out of pig feet. But what? I went to a restaurant not too long ago, about a week ago, last week. And the waitress came over and started the whole sentence. Let me tell you what we out of. You'd be like, wait, what? What you mean? Let me tell you what we out of. A homemade chicken pot pie. Big shout outs to KFC. KFC got a great pot pie. I went on a bike ride this weekend. I was like, let me stop at KFC. Good morning, Sterling. I was like, let me stop at KFC. Let me tell you, KFC be saying stuff. They just be saying stuff to you, and they say it like they right too. I went to KFC. I love the pot pie from KFC. It's delicious, a full meal. KFC do run out of chicken. Not like Popeyes. Popeyes is internationally known to run out of chicken. KFC will throw something together, but Popeyes always out. Popeyes always be one short of whatever piece of chicken you need. They always be one short. If you be like, hey man, let me get a 3-wing combo. They be like, we ain't got but 2 wings. Be like, how do y'all not have enough for like one combo? What are y'all thinking? And who is on the management team that didn't drop more chicken when it got low? When you saw you was down to 7 wings, you ain't think to say to yourself, hey, Lil Charles, drop some chicken. Okay, going to KFC on a bike ride does cancel each other out. Sometimes you just got to go for the win, or sometimes you want to break even. I wanted one of the pot pies. The pot pies are delicious. In my mind, the pot pie is healthy. It's got carrots in it. And this has got to be healthy. There's peas in there. So you don't need to go to the KFC in Indiana. It's different. Farm fresh chicken is good. But Farm fresh chicken is good. Food Line got good chicken. This is not what we call here for. That's not what we came in here. We didn't come here to describe whose chicken was the best. Farm Fresh, of course, was top of the line. Then they changed. Now Food Line, I think, stole Farm Fresh recipe. Food Line is up there. K. Roger, they got good chicken too. So I'm going to go get a pot pie, roll up on my bike. And this is what really upset me about it. Because I was in Portsmouth. Yeah, K. Roger got good chicken too, Sparkle. I pull up on my bike. I can't just get out the bike and hit the button and it lock up. I got to go around. I got to find some place to put my bike, and then I got to find somewhere I can chain it to. I can't just leave it out there because I live in an area where people are just still roll out with my bike. I'll see somebody ride my bike down the street. And I usually look for like a pole, like a some kind of long pole. And I'm talking about a tall one. Because some people will be like, I just hook mine up to like a parking sign. And I'd be like, no, that ain't enough. Because at a parking sign, they'll just lift that thing over the side. They be riding on the street with my bike. They need to reopen Mosburg. Mosburg was, as far as down home grassroots chicken restaurants, Mosburg's top notch. Top notch. Mosburg was top notch. Listen, I can't even lie to you. I would go in one time. You could go in there, the cherry soda, the hot sauce itself. The hot sauce itself. Oh, I just go in and be like, let me get a sweet tea and a hot sauce. The hush puppies, man, those hush puppies were golden. The sweetness, don't get me started on Mosburg hush puppies. But I go in to get a pot pie, and this is where it went crazy. I go in, I order, it's the number 16 on the menu. I was like, hey man, let me get a number 16. The young lady says, we are currently out of pot pies. She said, we are currently out of pot pies. I was like, oh, okay. She said, but it's a 22-minute wait if you want one. Who waiting 22 minutes? Why would you even say that to me? That means I know y'all didn't sell the last pot pie right now. There was nobody in here in front of me. So I know y'all didn't just sell the last pot pie. I know y'all didn't. You knew 22 minutes ago that you was out of pot pies. You could have put that pot pie in, and I know y'all probably trying to keep down your pot pie waste. I know it's not a huge seller on the menu, but keep one. I ain't telling you to cook 12 pot pies. Somebody order a pot pie, put another one in. Like they say to jail, keep a pot pie in the Bama. That's all I'm asking y'all to do. So that when I come in to get my pot pie, I had something to get. Anyway, let's move on. Let's end the show. News, weather, and sports. In sports this weekend, the Indiana Fever still remain a horrible basketball team. But Caitlin Clark plays for them, and they play the Chicago Sky. And I know LeBaron's going to get upset when I say this, but Caitlin Clark got attacked on the basketball court the other day. That Jane was crazy. That Jane was crazy. She got attacked out of nowhere. And people have been trying to say, Caitlin started it. She said something first. Hey, and I get it. But you're a whole professional athlete. You can't just go off on the court. I can't even remember the young lady's name that just brutally attacked Caitlin Clark. But I'm gonna tell you what I did. I laughed the whole time. When that girl did, I was like, yee. He was like, yee. They are out there trying to kill that poor girl. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. You know, the comment, of course, has been, you know, the competition has been between, I guess, her and Angel Reese on who's the most popular, who's the most polarizing figure. They're Batman and Robin. LeBaron, here you go with Caitlyn through the first blow. Y'all Chicago fans have really convinced yourselves that Caitlin Clark went first. Let me tell y'all something. Caitlin Clark, she definitely didn't flop. That girl did not flop. That girl, you say what you want to say. That was not a flop. That girl called her a B and ran from mid-court and ran into her. That wasn't no flop. That was wrong. Fresh out the grease, man, you done made me hungry. That was wrong. Here's the thing. Even if you believe that Caitlyn, quote unquote, started it, you got to be able to control your emotions when you play a professional sport. When you play any kind of sport. They were like, she elbowed her down there. It was a play. It was a basketball play. You get them back playing basketball. I've played basketball, never at that level. I've never been a professional basketball player. But I've played basketball. Somebody elbows you. All right, you go right on in. You go back. You find a way to elbow them back. Do you elbow me that play up the court? No problem. We get back down on the other end of the court. On my post up, I'm a elbow you again. You play football, dude did something dirty to you. Cool. You find a way to do something dirty within the lines of the game. You don't wait till he walk into the locker room at halftime and punch him in the face. That's LeGarrette Blount. You find the next play. You've got to be wise enough to not let anybody out. Patrick Beverley is in the NBA. Patrick Beverley has no basketball skills at all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I watched Patrick Beverley play. There are guys that I see in the YMCA who I feel like are better basketball players than Patrick Beverley, and I'm probably wrong. He's probably a fantastic player, but the only reason he's in the NBA is because he's an adjutant. Patrick Beverley gets on people's nerves, and he makes them play worse because he knows how to get on your nerves. Dennis Rodman was a classic. Dennis Rodman would annoy you the whole game. And the moment you turn around and say something to Dennis, the moment they say something to Dennis, you get the technical foul, Dennis go clapping up the field. Because he got you. Then be like, got him. Got him. LeBaron said, my baby girl plays for the Chicago Sky Academy. She knows that if someone dishes it, they better receive it. You got to stay in. Yeah, but you do it within the lines of the game. You don't sit there when they're taking the ball out, you run from half court and flying elbow them in the head. That's going to be a problem every time. Every time. Me and the young lady wouldn't do anything. I'm not answering the Caitlin Clark questions. Angel Reese wouldn't even come to the interview. And that's the whole thing. If you're going to play, and that's what I think that's what people say is the issue. I think that's what people say is the issue with Angel Reese. Angel Reese loves the attention, but hates the smoke that comes with the attention. She only wants all the attention to be positive. She's come to the game, and people have said it, and I agree. We say a lot about Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese, she'll come to every game. I'm gonna call myself the Bayou Barbie. I'm talking about how great I look. I'm gonna come to every game with nothing on. Come with nothing on. She got the shortest skirt in the world. blah, blah, blah. So as long as you call her to buy you Barbie, she cool. But you're going to wear everything short and be like, I don't like being sexualized. Wait a minute. Yet that's what you're doing. You ain't coming out there janking long dresses and long skirts. I've been watching her walk-ups to the games. I be like, she ain't got nothing on. This last game, she came up to the game wearing 2 well-placed napkins. That's all she had on. 2 well-placed napkins. But now you can't be like, I don't want y'all looking at my body. Then stop putting your body out there. That's just the difference. That's just how it is. So she talks a lot of trash. She didn't show up for that interview after they lost to Caitlin Clark and them. She's like, I ain't even going out there. I'm good. You gotta go both ways. Wait, and I know I already had the conversation about going down to the Pride Festival. So when I say you gotta go both ways, that one is not what had to do it. And then that's also not a comment about the WNBA when you start saying you gotta go both ways. It's crazy out there. So you gotta go both ways comment. I didn't mean that like that. I mean, you don't have to go both. I mean, but if you do, that's on you. Feel free all June, but next month you gotta fly right. That's my only thing about it. No. See, LeBaron, I can't even post yours up just because you use a particular word. But please know that it was not just white people sending her improper DMs. I'm gonna tell you right now, it was some nasty uncles dropping in them DMs. It was not just. We can't even act like black people have all been angels when it came to Angel. No, we're not even gonna try that one. That one ain't gonna. That ain't what. He said I deleted it. I appreciate it. Yeah, that we can't do that one. It was us too. We was in there too. Meanwhile, we still waiting on black men walk on. Hey, it's Hoochie Daddy short season. Y'all, I'm telling you now, when y'all see me with a 2-inch inseam, y'all just know y'all getting these thighs all summer. Dark meat chicken, you getting thighs all summer. Cut them short, fellas. Cut them short. Thighs all summer. Give them thighs all summer. No white meat. That's what we going with, fellas. No white meat. We giving them thigh all summer. Hoochie Daddy season is back. Hoochie Daddy season is back. Thighs all summer. Big ups to my man Clint Coley, who really revolutionized Hoochie Daddy short season for the fellas. 1-inch inseams, fellas. Get that thigh meat out. Oh yeah. You go down to Pride Fest, it's gonna be like thighs out all summer. Give them thighs all summer. Let a little ball hang if you need to. Go ahead, LeBaron. Get your last question in while I prepare the word of the day. We still waiting on the NBA Finals to start. Yesterday was a really tough day. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Yesterday was tough. Sundays have become a sports day, and without football, it was tough. No NBA yesterday. Literally, my daughter and I were in here watching the pillow fighting championships and dodgeball. That's all we had. It was a tough sports day yesterday. I haven't gotten into NASCAR yet, Snoop. So that might have to be my new thing. But other than that, yesterday my daughter and I were in here completely vested in the pillow fighting championships. We were completely vested. Jamal, I do not feel good about Knicks. I like the restaurant. I don't feel good. I don't think that Sean Payton understands football now. I think he's better off as an analyst. I think he's lost it as a coach. I think he's trying to recreate what he had, and the game has changed. Football evolves, and I don't think Sean Payton has evolved with it. And so he's still trying to do the same stuff he did a while ago. It is, and everybody like, yo, we know that. Like you need to. He still wants to run that slant, that curl, that 5-yard Michael Thomas, and we like that ain't working no more. So he's just trying to reinvent. He's just trying to bring that back. That's why you see a lot of those coaches. Remember when Buddy Ryan was running defenses when he was running them, everybody was like, yo, Buddy Ryan's a genius. He got it. Buddy Ryan never evolved. He kept trying to run that same defense. Everybody like, yo, we know that now. He phased out. Yeah, Virginia. So Virginia. Here's what I say about Virginia, LeBaron, and that's a great question. And Tony says we are still south of the Mason-Dixon. I think some parts of Virginia might just be across it. Let me look it up. Let's find the Mason-Dixon line. But let me tell y'all what I say about Virginia. Virginia is the muddy middle. First of all, Virginia is where it all started. If you want to find out where it is, no, we below the Mason-Dixon. The Mason-Dixon line. There we go. Let me go back. We are south of the Mason-Dixon. Let's find an image of the Mason-Dixon line. But as you can see, we are right below that thing. We right below. We doing a lot. This show, you can learn a lot on it. Bam, Mason-Dixon line right there. There's Maryland, D.C., Pennsylvania, Mason-Dixon line. Boom, Virginia below the Mason-Dixon. So we completely south. We are the south, but we not south. We not really south. Virginia is really the muddy middle. We where it all started, and then you can kind of spread from there. But we definitely south. We definitely south. But there you go. Mason-Dixon line. All right, today's word of the day is deride. To deride someone or something is to subject them to unusually harsh and bitter insults or criticism. Although derided by classmates for his insistence that he would be a millionaire by the age of 25, he achieved his goal when his internet startup went public. Deride. So coming off of Pride Week, if a gentleman offers to deride you, don't accept it. Don't ever accept to be derided. You gotta tell them to enjoy the ride. That's right. It's another magnificent Monday, man. A miraculous, magical Monday, man. We're going to make the most of it. We have a fantastic day. We're going to set the tone for the rest of the week. How we start our week off is pretty much how we can make our week go. Let our Monday show the rest of the week that we ain't no punk. We out here. We here for it. We in here. We in here done. Get it done. Have a fantastic week, man. You are good enough. You are special enough to have a great week, man. You deserve to have an amazing week. I don't care what anybody says to you. You personally deserve to have an amazing week. And so go out there and get it done. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'll be back again tomorrow to do this, man. Share this show with a friend. Getting new viewers is always great. I think I saw like 3 or 4 new names today. Thanks so much for y'all tuning in. You can always support the show. Cash App, Cletus Comedy. If you like, man, I ask for $1 a week, man. But if you want to do more, be rich. Blessings. Your blessings are a blessing to me and my family. Remember, a lot of what y'all give me goes directly to the United Negro College Fund. I have a Negro that's in college, and I'm united in funding her education. So I need that. All right, we out till tomorrow, man. It's not feel good today, even if somebody happens to be you. We'll be out. Love y'all. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started